right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this piece contrasted white as well, along with these pieces, because it just seems like it needs to match. First step, these controls, you just literally pop them out. It just pops. See, there's just a little panel there. And then what you're gonna do is there's these screws right here. Now before you do that, it's very important you disconnect the so go down here, pull this bad boy, and you're going to look for the airbag. I think that's 25. Anyway, you're going to look for the airbag fuse and disconnect it. All right, so once you remove this steering wheel buttons or stereo buttons, you're going to use a T20 to take out these screws back there. See that one? So let's go do that real quick. Remember, wait 15 minutes after removing the fuse. Notice it's already moving. See how it's kind of shaky already? Just gonna remove it. And I'm gonna suggest you have a magnetic one so you don't run into trouble. Now, I had it sit on the middle console just to get it out. So that's what you may have to do as well. All right, so comes in real handy to have one of these panel clip. You can remove this whole piece here if you like to. I prefer not to, so I'm just going to shimmy. You're just gonna just take this from underneath it. I already took this one off, and here's what it looks like when it's off, by the way. And what you're gonna do afterwards, just take off these 3 Torx screws, and this piece will separate. It's real simple. All right, so I just use my fingers, but I just pull little by little, pull that. Now for this piece, I use the little pliers on this one. See that? There. Just as long as you're pulling evenly. See, I'm just trying to pull this out. Now, I don't want to pull out too much because I know the connection, the electrical connection's right there. It's gonna be very, very gentle. So that one's off. If you have some gloves, that might help. This one is tight. So I'm just gonna maybe go upward a little bit, since if I can take this off, maybe that might help, which I can. So I'm gonna get that off. So once I got the electrical connection off, it came out pretty easy. I broke the tip of it, but it's no big deal. Oh, stuck in here, that's what's holding it. Done. Ta-da. So now, just gotta take these off again, and we're good. All right, so these are T10 Torx. She's off. Now, just gotta paint this. All right, so here's what it looks like after I sanded it down. You don't have to go down bare metal, just get the gloss off, which I did. And just so you're aware, it's just 400 grit sandpaper. So this is the other one. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing here. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure, just a little bit. Just again, get the gloss off. Now some get every piece of gloss off, some don't. I typically don't worry about every piece of gloss, but because this is such a small piece, I'm going to do that. And how do you know? When you kind of move it left and right, and you'll see a reflection. If you see it and it's still dull, then you know you got it off. But if you see, you know, kind of shiny sparks or shininess, it's gonna hit that spot. Again, I'm only doing it because this is a small piece, and when you have smaller surface area, there's less room for error. So just a heads up, don't have to do it if it's a big piece. So now I'm just gonna clean it. I'm just gonna use basic glass cleaner, honestly. I have all the other cleaners, you know, got fast clean and everything else, but sometimes there's a clash with the chemicals, and I've had more success with this one than anything else with not having any clash. So I always use a paper towel, normal paper towel first, nothing, just a normal shop towel. And then after I've cleaned all the gunk off, I use a microfiber cloth to get all the small stuff off before I hit my painting. So for example, I'm noticing here, the inside is still glossy, so I forgot that, which I did on the other one. So I gotta get that too, because again, the imperfections will show up once you paint it, and by then it's too late. I'm gonna use just this bad boy and do the first coat. Second coat, just a little more glossy, a little wetter, but gotta be careful. It is hanging, so I can't go too wet so it doesn't create a drip. So I switched gears because I want to protect it from creating any run, but the position that I have it right now, the heat gun can run the whole time and help me not only get dry faster, but also just keep runs from happening. So I'm gonna do this instead. Get those insides. Don't want to do too much though. Here's my contraption, just so I can get some good direct heat to this thing on a consistent basis. It's hot enough. Things should dry up a lot faster. Just using my little tripod to hook this bad boy. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Who wants to skin cats? How about let's plant 2 flowers with 1 seed? I'll stick with that. All right, so installing the last piece, going to put these screws in here. Real simple to do. Flip this over, pop her in like so, and just pop the screws in. All right, so last time I did this one, start from the top. It's kind of tight. I don't want to take the airbag off again, so I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top. How do I do it? That's the bottom. Push this back. I can just get her in. This one's a little bit more difficult than the last one. Let's see. Okay. Got her in. Just trying to get these 2 hooks in. Pulling back. Very, very careful. All right, so while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and connect. Make sure that's cooked. Now we are good to go. See, pushing, pushing, pushing. That's why I took the battery off last time, because of that reason, but I think I'll be fine this time. You'll see. I'm gonna disconnect the battery. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll keep going. There we go. It's sliding. It's sliding. It's sliding. It's going slowly, but it's going. All right. There's this little piece right here. It's getting problematic. She is. She is. Gotta get it in that hole. There we go. And wazam. Push. 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 And we're good. And now, gotta use the gold piece. That's fine. What's wrong with that?
I just need to know if there's supposed to be a gap or not.
Oh, yeah, there will be a gap until I use the screw to tighten it, and then it'll just pull it in, so. Should be good to go. This is a T20. And get down for a moment. Now, I'm just gonna have to find the hole. I've done it beforehand because you don't really want these to pop out, but it's tough to see. Push these things out of the way. There we go. It's a little bit better. I need the, can't see it here. Let me stop it, I'm gonna need the camera. So I turn the steering wheel down. That allows me to be able to see what's that's in. So now I can see inside. It's basically, there's a piece here that I should have made sure the hole was clear to see before I got in there. Now there it is. I got it now. I gripped it. So if you'll film this, you'll notice that it starts to grip it. Comes closer and closer. Let me know if you see it. Should be tightening.
Yep. Slowly but surely.
On this way, overhand. All right, so just gonna put these in. Just go in the crevices. Just gonna push. That's all it is. Oh, it needs to get in these corners. I see it now. I didn't see that before. There it is. All right, got that. The other side, I'm done. All right. All right, here's the final product. I think it came out great. This is not something that happens just by accident. The paint that I use, Walmart paint, I don't know, it just took a little bit longer to dry. So here are the images of the first, second, and third attempts. It was seeming to be good, but then there's some I don't know whether it was drying too fast, but something that was reacting to it. But you notice that it was just looking dried up. So I had to do it a couple of times. But if you don't want to do that, what you can do is go to Heidels or Auto Value, and you can order. It's $25, but you can order paint that's fast dry, single stage, and it'll solve your problem. So, but that said, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, guys, if this video was helpful, if you liked it, if it was cool, like it, subscribe, drop a bell, get some notifications for some new videos. Magnificent 12 out.